Iris. Iris! I love Iris. I love her design, her character, her relationships with the cast of the Konosuba universe, and so much more. To put it bluntly, I really love the character of Belzerg Stylus Sword Iris. But we're not here to talk about Iris today. Nope. Today, we're here to talk about my absolute, undisputed favorite girl in anime. And because Iris hasn't debuted in any anime as of today's date, January 18th, 2022, the girl we will be talking about today shall be Viper from the series Combatants Will Be Dispatched. Now, normally I like to give a light spoiler warning for videos in case you, the viewer, wish to experience what I talk about and gain your own opinion before hearing mine, but I will not do that today in this video. Nope. Today, I'm going to give you a strong warning to go read the Combatants Will Be Dispatched light novels, specifically volumes 5 and 6, before watching this video. To even talk about Viper, I have to give major spoilers for the series, so please, and I beg you, proceed with caution if you haven't read the Combatants Will Be Dispatched light novels. Or better yet, go read them before watching this video, because you will not be disappointed with Viper, because she is that good. Anyway, with that warning out the way, let's talk about my favorite undisputed girl in all of anime, Viper, from the series Combatants Will Be Dispatched. Now, starting off with the first reason why I adore Viper as a character so much, let's start by talking about her role in the story of Combatants and how it beautifully mixes with their character. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't read the Combatants Will Be Dispatched light novels, click off now and don't come back until you've read them, because I seriously want you to experience this character without any spoilers, as I have, because trust me, it's worth it. Now, Viper in this series is the daughter of the Demon King and eventually becomes a Demon Lord herself when Lilith, one of the supreme leaders of Kisaragi, kills her father, the previous Demon Lord. And soon after becoming a Demon Lord, Viper soon becomes one of the evil supreme leaders of Kisaragi herself, after faking her own death at the end of Volume 5. But why am I bringing this up? So what if she's a Demon Lord? So what if she's a Supreme Leader? Why does it matter? Well, you'd expect someone who has borne the titles of Demon Lord and Evil Supreme Leader to be an evil character, no? Well, Viper's character is actually the exact opposite. She's honest to a fault. She always puts the needs of others ahead of her own. She tirelessly and continuously works for the betterment of her people and is extremely kind and forgiving. Imagine being at war for years and years with the Demon Lord's army, to finally have a chance to fight the Demon Lord, just for you to find out that the Demon Lord is actually a sweet little innocent girl. And that's what Viper is. Viper is simply an extremely kind and pure individual, and while some people may find that a bit boring, some wrong people might I add, it works due to the position she holds in the series in the juxtaposition between her titles and her personality. For comparison, a character like Iris from Konosuba is the princess and she's pure. One could say that that is an extremely basic and plain plan for her character, which is something I heavily disagree with and will fight to the death with anyone on, but I digress. But where you can make the case that Iris and characters like her are very stereotypical, Viper is the polar opposite of the stereotype of a typical Demon Lord, and I feel as if it works extremely well in this story. I think if you give Viper any other role to play, her character wouldn't work nearly as well as it does currently in Combatants Will Be Dispatched. To cut this section short though, I really love the juxtaposition of Viper's character and her occupations, and it makes me adore her immensely and appreciate her role in the story greatly. But that's not the only reason why I adore Viper as a character. The next reason being her relationship with other characters in her series. Whether it's Grimm, Snow, Tillis, Hini, or so many more characters, Viper always makes whatever character she's with bring out their best traits, one example being with Grimm in the final act of Volume 5. For context, in this final act of Volume 5, Grimm stops being a woman who is only out for a man for herself to someone who's willing to help others in times of need, albeit even if she has to be a tsundere about it. But while Viper does help characters bring out their good qualities, making them more likable, Viper's relationships with the cast can also be extremely funny, such as how we see Rose and Russell practically become lapdogs in front of Viper, or how Six treats Viper in the hijinks that ensue. Hijinks that tend to include Six having to try to stop Viper from giving away her body every 5 seconds. How could you not love their relationship? But I think out of all the relationships Viper holds within the Combatants Will Be Dispatched universe, her relationship with Agent 6 is my personal favorite. Not only can it be extremely funny at times, such as when Viper constantly offered her body up to Six very early on in their relationship, but I feel that it can also be really beautiful at moments. For some context on why I think this, nearing the end of Volume 5, Viper is locked in a cell, awaiting her execution called upon by her title as the Demon Lord, and how her people have fought with the Kingdom of Taurus for so long. and she needs to pay for it. Hearing this news, Six goes to rescue Viper, and while Viper is initially hesitant to leave her cell, feeling as if she would be doing her people a disservice if she did so, beautiful dialogue is exchanged between the two of them. Dialogue that includes Viper filling out her heart to Six, Six keeping the dark atmosphere light with some small quips, and some brilliant inner monologue from Six, ending with Viper taking Six's invitation to leave her cell, tears streaming down her face as she does so. Really, I could write a whole video on why I simply adore this scene. It never fails to make me tear up. I truly adore the scene, and it is easily one of my favorite scenes in all of Natsumi Akatsuki's light novels, Konosuba or Combatants. But this video isn't about the scene that for some reason didn't get an illustration. No, this video is about why I adore Viper as a character. So to cut this section short, I love the relationships Viper has with the main cast of Combatants Will Be Dispatched, and her relationship with Agent 6 specifically is something I find beautiful, and is definitely a reason on why I adore this character. Yet another reason why I adore Viper is her design. Viper has an amazing design, from her long silver hair and red eyes, to the black suit she wears, to the belts that she has in her hair for some reason. I find Viper to have an amazing design. And that's not to say that her Demon Lord design isn't great, because I think it's really cute. One of the hardest things I experienced being a Viper stan is how little fan art there is of her, which is only around 15 pieces, all varying in quality. And it means I can barely see her and her amazing designs and beautiful fan art. Viper fan art aside though, I just really think that Viper has some amazing designs, and they are definitely a reason why she is my undisputed favorite anime girl of all time. And also, she's pretty hot. I mean, come on dog, you can't tell me that's not nice. And the final reason why I love Viper so much as a character, and why she is my undisputed favorite anime girl of all time, is her personality. Now yes, while I did mention earlier how I really love the juxtaposition of her personality and her titles in the series, I think it should be important to note that I love the way this character is written, regardless if she was the Demon Lord or not. I find her sweet, funny, endearing, sometimes tear-jerking, and always cute. Way cuter than some other anime girls that shall refrain from being named at the moment. Viper is just a super sick character, and one that I enjoy immensely, and I cannot wait for more of her to come whenever Volume 7 of Combatants Will Be Dispatched drops in the future. And that's my Viper video. If you couldn't already tell, I really love this character, and I hope you like her too. Now, if you made it to this end card without having read Combatant, despite all my warnings in the beginning of the video,
to the guillotine.
But for everyone else who knows how to read, I hope you really enjoyed today's video. And while Viper is my favorite anime girl of all time, and I don't think it's close, Iris is still my favorite light novel girl, by far. And I need to make that clear, because I like Iris more than Viper, despite how positive this video paints Viper. And in fact, I've been slacking. Iris has gotten so many more designs, so much more stuff that I can make videos about, such as design of her working in construction, a new Santa design, a new design in the Konosuba Gacha game story. There's so much I could write about with Iris right now. A new New Year's design. So watch out for that new Iris video in the future, because it's coming and it's gonna come fast. But with Iris and Viper out the way, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Peace.